Welcome to Bedford County Sports Talk Live. Hosted by David Thomas, Bill Anderson, Kenny Parker, and Jason Boyette. Brought to you by First Bank, Kincaid Service Company, and Piggly Wiggly. Let's get ready to talk some sports. Here are your hosts, David, Bill, Kenny, and Jason.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Bedford County Sports Talk Live. Saturday morning, here to talk a little Bedford County sports. Man, we had a lot going on this week.
Big week.
Man, it was. Kenny Parker, Jason Boyette, myself, Bill Anderson. Bill's got the scores for us. We're going to run through all these county teams that were in state action this week. We'll talk a little pro football, maybe a little college. There's a lot of stuff going on in every direction. So we got some stuff to cover today, guys. But, man, I don't know. I'm distracted this morning.
It is very good.
I got this little bowl in front of me. It's that
it's done been refilled, hadn't it, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna call this theater style popcorn from Piggly Wiggly.
Yep. Never too early to eat popcorn.
No.
Oh, it's good.
And you got this little bag. Yeah, what was it, Jason?
99 cents. Yeah.
And they got a bigger bag too. Man, I've been addicted to this stuff for a couple years now.
Yeah.
But everybody get out to the Pig. Man, they got some unique items. Stuff just like that. They've got the best meat department in the world. They'll cut it for you. They'll please you.
Real butcher.
Walk out of there, real butcher. And also, we want to thank First Bank, another one of our sponsors. And, of course,
Kincaid
Service Company.
We'll hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
At Kincaid Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid is everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
On game day, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
All righty. Welcome back here to Bedford County Sports Talk Live. And I want you to just say what you just said, Kenny, about the state tournament ticket prices.
The ticket, if you go in and you're going to scan your card, it's $13.
What card? Debit card.
Debit card. Yeah. It's $13, but then there's some other kind of fee that you got to do. If you pay cash, and you can pay cash, it's $15.
Okay, so why are they charging you more for cash?
That will allow you to watch both
Doesn't
games.
seem right, does it?
What?
That will allow
it's
It's
you-
not right for the school or TWS stuff.
No,
Well,
you're
making less
paying
money.
a transaction fee and making less money.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to charge you $15.
I don't know.
Man, our world is
I
upside
don't
down,
know.
guys.
But I do know the other day when I went, that $15 would have got you access that one you pay one time. If you go to the softball field, they stamp you. You can go to the baseball field, any of them. You can go to the
Yeah.
soccer field, any of them. You don't have to repay. It's
Right.
$15 for one day.
Okay, for people that don't know, the community girls play at 12:30.
12:30 today. Eagleville plays after that at 3:00.
And
Rain or
it's-
shine?
Rain or shine at Central High School. Only
In
thing that'll
Shelbyville.
slow it down. Only
Lightning.
thing is lightning.
Yep. All right, guys. So that's big.
And they will
That is big.
finish it today.
I'll say this: Shelbyville Central High's facility is in and been in the spotlight for the past 2 weeks here,
Yeah.
and I have heard so many good comments about it. And the fact that they're moving this
Right.
to our field out here
They're
just tells you the conditions that we got
Yeah.
out here.
Right.
They're playing 1A and 2A
Mhm.
here on turf, and they're playing 3A and 4A at Riverdale on Riverdale softball field because their infield's turf. Their outfield's not turf, but their infield is turf. So they're
No mud.
no mud.
All right.
No mud.
Well, Bill, why don't you kind of give us a wrap up of what's happened and where we're at?
Well, let's start with the community girls at Kingston. The first game, the score was 5-1. They beat Kingston. They moved on to play Unicoi County, and it was 3-0, a shutout.
A girl,
Coach and I were just talking about it, a 3-run home run in
well,
the fifth
I
inning.
believe it's a shortstop. I'm not sure what her name is.
Daniel.
First time she came up to bat in the first inning, she bounced one over. They had a good opportunity in the first inning, had runners on second, third with one out. Didn't get a run, but she came back up in the fifth inning and had two runners on. And I made a comment to the guy sitting beside me. I said, "Man, I love Sarah bouncing another out right here." Well, she did better than that. She
Better than a
she hit it
bounce, huh?
yard.
Bounced it
Yeah.
off her bat
Mhm.
out.
Mhm. So, and that's the only runs
That's
that
it,
held
the
the
whole
game. Unicoi County's pretty good too. They're pretty good.
The second game, Unicoi County comes out of the losers bracket. Community gets 2 runs in the first inning. One of them, the same Daniel girl, hit a solo home run, and a 2-hitter by the pitcher Prince.
Prince is well. I mean, the other day when I saw her Friday in the sectional game, she just looked tired. She looked like she was a little tired. But when I saw her Wednesday, I believe it was, she was back on. She was back on, and then they played Wednesday, Thursday, so she's had a couple of days to
Yeah,
rest.
I would think that Friday rest would be a big deal for her,
Right.
wouldn't it?
And when she's on, they're pretty good because they play solid defense. They put the ball in play for the most part. They played Marion County today. I hadn't seen a whole lot or heard a whole lot of Marion County, but I know they beat Summertown to advance. It was almost a district and region
Yeah.
finals again in the state with Community in Summertown, but it'll be a game today.
Well, Summertown beat Westmoreland, and they lost to Marion County 13-6. Then they had to play Marion County again. This time, Summertown beat Marion County 5-1, and then Marion County beat them 6-2 to get to the finals.
Right.
So the finals set up this way: 12:30 at Shelbyville. Marion County 23-7, and Community 33-8 for the state championship right here in town.
It'll be a big showing, big crowd today.
Don't have to drive to
12:30.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Don't have to drive to Murfreesboro.
Jason and I both believe that the Eagleville McEwen game is now at 3 o'clock, not 10 o'clock.
It is at
after,
3
yeah.
o'clock. It's on the website. It's at 3
That's what I saw this morning, and it's
Yeah.
here as well.
It's here as well.
So you pay the $15, you can watch both the
You
games,
get to
right?
watch both of them.
McEwen and Eagleville too.
And I believe there's going to be food trucks there today. So
Yes.
There's always
Bring you
they-
appetite.
Who needs food trucks when we got
That's right.
the big
Well,
popcorn?
we may not need
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, I may not.
I
need
even
it.
see Kenny Parker sneaking some over
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
Yeah, you
I tell
can't
you what,
stop.
it's just like
There's
Lay's
a
Tater.
barbecue truck going to be there that's called the Rib Bone that's out here in front of the celebration. He's going. He told me yesterday he's going to go to the softball thing and set up out there.
How many people will be there, y'all think?
I think it'll be packed.
It'll be
There's a lot.
What's
I'm
packed?
taking my chair with me.
What's packed mean?
Nowhere to sit.
How many-
Bring your own
How
chair.
many people?
Bring your own chair.
How many people?
I don't know. I can't.
You better get there early.
The rain, the weather will affect it.
Mhm.
Yeah, weather
Mhm.
will affect.
I think the rain's gone.
I
I
don't.
think we're going to be all right.
I
I
don't.
don't.
I hope
The
you're right.
rain's gone, but it's going to be here and there.
Guys, let's talk about a little baseball now. What else you got though?
Well, the other games were Alcoa and McNairy County, Maryville, and Stewart Creek. So that's your other.
I'm
state
gonna brag on the Murfreesboro Association, the group that I umpire with. In all 4 of the games, we service Eagleville, we service Community, and we service Stewart's County, or Stewart's Creek, and they're all playing for a championship game. And I think all 3 of them have a very good chance of winning.
That sounded like some sort of corporate commercial, didn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What I'm saying is
It's pretty good association.
pretty good softball.
Yep.
Pretty good softball in this area.
Yep.
Pretty good softball in this area.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay. Bill, what you got?
You want to talk baseball?
Let's do it.
Let's
All
go.
right. Baseball. First time ever the Shovel Golden Eagles get to the state tournament. Played Ravenwood. Didn't go the way we wanted. It was 13-2. Ravenwood had, I think they hit 4 home runs in the game, 15 hits, a 4-run second inning, a 6-run fifth inning. So they got all their runs basically in 2 innings. Shelbyville did get it to 4-2 when they got down 4-0. Had 2 on base and couldn't get anybody else in.
And that's, you're going to talk about Cascade here in a minute, and that's the thing with postseason baseball, softball at this time is it's not getting hits, it's getting the hit at the right time.
Timing of the hits.
The timing of the hit. And when you go back to look at runners left on base, that will normally tell you the one's got the most runners left on base, usually the one that loses.
Yeah, you can get 15 hits in a game and never score a run.
And never score a run. You got to get them timely hits.
Nolensville beat Cookville out of our region 3-2. So they went to the losers bracket. And the upset to start the thing off was Houston, who winds up winning the state championship against Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge did not throw the Tennessee signing big stud pitcher. They saved him. They got up 8-3 in this game. I've watched more high school baseball this week than I think I ever have.
Yeah.
8-3, but Houston comes back and beats them 11-8. So Houston pulls off the upset there. Then that set up Shelbyville and Oak Ridge. Now you got to go against that pitcher that's going to Tennessee. And he's just as good a hitter as a pitcher. His name's Tinsley or Teasley.
Tinsley or something.
He struck out 13. He was tough. But we were able to get up in that game, believe it or not, 1-0. Had a squeeze play, and Steven scored before the kid could even get the ball out of his glove.
Stole home plate.
Basically, which was nice. And Steven had 3 hits, I think, in this game. And none of them broke the infield, but he outran every one of them. They were all infield hits. But this was a game, too. We had a couple of hits that woulda, coulda, shoulda, went right at. It's just, we'll talk about the Cascade in a minute. Just went right at somebody.
Yep.
And it happens. Got beat 6-1. And then Houston beat Ravenwood 6-2. And that set up Knoxville Farragut in Houston. And Knoxville Farragut, who's won 14 state titles, has now won 15 state titles. They beat Houston 11-5.
Well, let's talk a minute for about Shelbyville and what they've got coming back, what they've got coming up for next year. They don't lose anybody.
Everybody's back.
Everybody's back. You're going to have some speed. You're going to have some decent pitching.
Yep.
You're going to have the same team except maturity.
Right.
What's that going to do? Plus the kids coming up.
I will say this because Stephen came on and pitched. Due to the injury, he had been pitching in the closer role rather than the starter role, which he was our best starter probably because he throws at 94. He was throwing it just as hard as the kid from Oak Ridge on the mileage gun, other than a mile of each other.
Yeah.
Stephen was hitting 93, 94. The other guy was hitting 93, 94. Most of your high school pitchers are hitting 88, 87, 89. You get up in the 90s, you're getting somewhere.
Here's what I've heard about Shelbyville baseball next year, something I've never heard before. They're probably going to have so many players.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have 2 JV teams.
Really?
Going to have 2 JV teams. Because they'll have
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
They'll have to, now how they'll play them and when they'll play them, I don't know. But looking at A and a B or a 1 and a 2 or a freshman team and a JV team after that, I don't know. You know, a lot of your big football programs have a freshman team. They may have a sophomore team and a JV team, but that's what it looks like in the baseball for Shelbyville this year. So much talent coming up.
Before we move over to Cascade, one thing that did get overshadowed with all the baseball and all the state championship runs and all that is the Central football team went to Columbia and scrimmaged and had a good faring over there.
They did.
Saw some young kids stepping up, saw some muscle, some of this strength and conditioning playing out on the field. I think Coach Dryden was pretty impressed with the way the boys played without a lot of people there. Too.
Right.
I mean,
a
he
lot
didn't
of
have everybody.
people there.
So that was something that kind of got overshadowed. That did take place. So
What a heck of a year for Shelbyville. They win 31, 32 games, a school record, won the region, go to the state for the first time ever, won the district for the first time in 20 years.
Well, that's good. 2006.
But I'll tell you, though, when you get to that state tournament, you can't say enough about and I kept saying this in all these, every one of classifications, you run out of pitching. Even the big boys, eventually, when you get to playing this many games, you're out of pitching.
Yep.
And that's when you start seeing 11 to 8, 17 to 8.
You may not be out of pitching, but the quality
is
gone.
Scott Spray's on here. He says, "Hey, you guys," and he says, "Popcorn." I think he's wanting popcorn.
Sorry, Scott. Hey,
We
you can
have
have
Bill.
Bill's not eating his. He's talking.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Cascade now, Bill.
All right, Cascade runs over the tournament. Had Martin Westview, and that's where the Simpkins kid come from. Won 7-2 the first game. And again, the Hatfielder
Hathcock
pitched a great game.
Yep.
Another great game.
Now, what grade is he in?
He's senior.
He's senior.
Gave up his only earned run this year. Kid hit one out on him. Made a bad pitch.
The only time all year he's given up an unearned. Amazing.
Yep.
The next game we played White House Heritage, and this was tough. We lost 1-0. It was 0-0 in the bottom of the sixth. They get a run. But I could not tell you watching that game how many times Cascade hit the ball hard, hit it well, right at somebody.
What I'm talking about is timely hits. Cascade had runners on. I was there.
Yeah.
Cascade had runners on in opportunities to score, hit the ball hard, right at them, couldn't get the timely hit. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Heritage got a runner on, got him second, and had a little old rinky-dink ball that went right over the first baseman's head into right field and caught grass out there and scored the run, and that was it.
Yeah.
And that was the game, 1-0.
And then you got to turn around and play again. And this
15 minutes. 15 minutes
later. It seemed to me like maybe it was 30, but it seemed like 15.
That wasn't the big deal with that part, because that's what you have to do. The big thing for me is what hurt Cascade is they playing at Riverdale. If they'd have been playing at Cascade or any other field that's real grass and real dirt, they would have never, the fifth inning would have never happened because of the footing, but they're playing on turf and it's raining. And
the ball moves different on that turf.
The ball moves different. It's skipping off a turf, and pitchers are, go ahead, Bill. I jumped ahead of you.
No, you're good. Go keep going.
But it's 1-0 going into the fifth. Heritage got a hit. Cascade didn't make a play. Got a hit and went up 1-0. And they go into the fifth, and Cascade bats in the top of the fifth. And Heritage gets them out right as the rain comes. And then Cascade's pitching in the bottom of the fifth, and it is raining. I'm talking about raining. And they continue to play and can't grip the ball. Wiki Parker has been throwing a heck of a good game. Can't control it. Then they put the ball in play and it skips off it like skipping a rock, and it wasn't meant to be. They scored. I think they gave up 5 runs in the fifth and wound up getting beat 6-0. But 5 of those came in the fifth during the rain.
And mention the Simpkins kid.
The Simpsons.
He was pitching this time.
He was pitching, but Cascade was hitting him.
They were hitting him. They were
hitting him.
Just couldn't get any runs to score 2 games in a row. That closes their season out. Milan wound up winning the state championship. They beat White House Heritage 3-0, and Milan wins the state championship in 2A. Other ones to mention real quick. I was just 3A to mention it. Crockett County 3, Greenville 1. They won the state championship. Lakewood Christian, St. George in the private. The Webb was. We'll get to Webb in a minute. 6-1. CPA Brentwood. It was 6-0. But let's talk about Richland and Eagleville for a minute. Eagleville had won 4 straight titles, but they lost their 3rd straight game to Richland.
Coach Brandon Bassham, coaching there, had an used to be at Cascade, had an opportunity for 5 in a row.
Yeah,
but he's been there 5 in a row, but got beat by Richland.
It was their 3rd straight loss to Richland, and they've lost 3 times in the postseason to Richland. Actually, when I looked it up.
Before we move on, we get out of baseball. We got to go to soccer because Cascade Soccer went to the state for the first time ever for the boys program. The girls have been there 2 or 3 times, but this is Cascade's first time to ever. And in soccer, they seed them 1 through 8. Cascade was the 8 seed. They had to play the number 1 seed. And talking to one of the coaches, said that bunch, I don't even know what the name of the school is. They're from Antioch. So they play soccer year round. And he said, our guys played them. He said, we actually went up on them, and it was tied at the break, but he said it was 90 degrees, and our guys just started and they just kept.
They had a little more
strong.
depth.
They had more depth.
Yeah.
And I think they wound up getting beat 6-1. And the team that beat them went on. They had won the state last year, and I think they won it again this year.
No matter what sport you play in, depth always
Depth
gets you at the end. It just does.
Let's mention Webb again, though, real quick. Made the Final Four of the state. They had never made the state before. Not only they make the state in their private, there's only 4 make it. They lost to St. George the first game 18-7, but then they came back and beat Grace Christian 8-1, had a nice win. And then they had to play St. George again and lost 7-2. Lakeway Christian put St. George out 6-1.
Yeah.
St. George, if you don't know, is a big private school in Memphis. It's a Catholic school.
Yep.
And it is probably kids from 4 states.
I was going to say, they probably go around and pick who they want.
They
I
won
mean,
several football
they
state
go,
championships,
they
yeah.
get who they want.
Yeah.
at
They're
St.
about
George.
like Macaulay.
They're the Macaulay of West Tennessee and Memphis.
And I think they're sort of like they board also.
Yes, they board. And it's a really wealthy school, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very wealthy.
Easy to lure them in to come play.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've got an athletic program down there, and a lot of people were telling me they hadn't heard of them. I said, well, you hadn't been looking because they've been around for a minute.
And Webb Soccer was there, but I don't know how good they did. But I didn't keep up with that one.
It's still a great year. Great year.
Yeah,
And we still got to go. We got to see us win state championship day.
Still got one today.
And I believe Dan Reed told me this would be the first state championship at Community. They
Right.
can pull it off today. So I hope they get their first one today.
They got a good chance.
And I believe somebody come out there and tell me. I believe this is Community's first time to ever in any sport play for a state championship.
That's a big deal.
It is
Yeah.
You know, Community's been knocking on the door here of the state in the softball for a little bit.
And I'll tell you, 7 years ago, mini softball wasn't a whole lot.
No, and I'll tell you
It wasn't a
something.
whole lot.
I'll tell you something else. It's going to mean something because they're actually, if they pull this off, they're going to win it in Bedford County too.
That would be
They're
nice,
playing
too,
in
wouldn't it?
Bedford County, and that's pretty awesome. Guys,
Sometimes you got to play a time or two before you can win it.
Right.
And I'm hoping Chevrolet getting there this year
Mm-hmm.
going to help them more next year if they can get back.
because all those boys will have
Instead of
experienced
looking up in the crowd, being
Yeah.
excited to be there, you're going to win it next year.
Yep.
You know, and that's where Community Girls are at now. They've been there and now they're here to win it now.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
Coach Farrell's done a heck of a job
Yeah,
of building a program out there at Community.
Yeah.
And good luck to them today. I can actually root for them today.
That's
now,
right. Yeah.
Because the team they're
Yep.
playing's not in our.
That's all right.
Well, Community first made the state in 2022, 2023, 2025, and now 2026. That's
The
pretty
girls
impressive.
softball, the girls softball's been there 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've been in the state 3
Right.
of the last 4 years.
Guys, let's take another break and hear from our sponsors once again. Man, we're about out of popcorn,
Yeah, we are.
Jason. We're going to
Jason
run
is
out
gonna
there and
have
get
to
the
refill.
refill.
Have to
Yeah.
refill.
Get the $2
Yeah,
next time.
don't forget to go to the pig. Check them out.
I don't think he's going to refill us because he's going to take that home with him.
Yeah. And first thing here on Madison Street in Shelbyville, and of course,
Kincaid.
Service.
Company.
where service is their middle name. We'll be right back.
Shop local at Shelbyville Piggly Wiggly. Down home, down the street. From farm fresh produce and hand-cut meats to pantry staples, dairy, frozen favorites, and household essentials, we've got your list covered at hometown prices. Don't miss our weekly ad and truckload meat sales. Open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Visit 874 Union Street, Shelbyville, or call 931-684-1363. Follow us on Facebook for the latest specials. Shop local. Save big at the Pig.
At Kincaid Service Company, we've proudly served Middle Tennessee since 1934. Families across the region trust us for quality furniture, appliances, electronics, and the kind of service only a hometown business can provide. From living room sets and dining collections to washers, dryers, refrigerators, and the latest in home entertainment, Kincaid is everything you need to make your house a home. And when it comes to a great night's sleep, our showroom features leading brands of mattresses, offering comfort and quality you can count on. We don't just sell products, we stand behind them. When you buy your appliances or electronics from Kincaid, our expert service team is here to keep them running for years to come. It's the kind of care that sets us apart. For value, selection, and service you can trust, visit Kincaid Service Company today, locally owned and community strong.
On game day, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the field. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
All righty, welcome back to here to Bedford County Sports Talk Live, and now we're going to talk a little pro and college. Bill, you got something over there that says salary cap
I've got
space.
some pro stuff, but let's talk about SEC baseball a minute. You know, this is the first time the SEC baseball tournament has not been won by Tennessee or Vanderbilt because they're out of it now since 2021. I didn't realize that till this week.
Wow.
Those two
They've
teams have been
alternated
pretty
back and
dominant.
forth
Yeah.
who's won it.
Yeah.
Now they're both out of it.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, sadly, is probably not going to make the NCAA playoffs for the first time since 2005. And that goes back to a game at Missouri here where they hit a home run to win the game, and it was in the fog. And the official said, I thought I heard something hit. So they changed the call and said it was a ground rule double, not a home run.
You're kidding me.
Ball went 379 feet.
What, it hit a car in the parking lot?
Never seen a call like it because the initial thing by the umpire was home run. And
Yeah.
they went and reviewed it and said, one of the umps says, I thought I heard something hit the ground. That could have been a beer bottle. Could have been some random something from the crowd.
Shouldn't have been no, I thought I heard.
I know.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
should not have been the
know.
response. And the game, if you couldn't see, should have been called if that was the case. This
If it
kid
was that
caught it.
bad.
He crushed
Yeah.
the ball. I mean, it's no doubt it was a home run. Supposedly went 379 feet. He crushed it.
All right,
Game's
well,
over. Well, losing that game the way they did because that call cost them the ball game. That one game probably kept them out of it. Now they weren't going anywhere anyway. Not a good year for Vanderbilt.
I'm not going to say it was that call. There was other opportunities
Sure.
in the game to make a play, but that one probably
That was a bad
didn't
one.
help.
Yeah.
That was a bad one.
LSU's back in the news this week. Ed Orgeron is back on staff.
They'll do
Easy.
anything. They'll do anything to win.
Oh, you didn't know
right.
that? Kenny, come
No.
on, man. He's a
I mean,
recruiter. What?
Hey, listen.
They don't recruit, though.
Let me tell you, buses
Uh-huh.
running at 12:30 in the day
Uh-huh.
it messed me up. Didn't bother you at all.
No.
No,
But,
he was glad to see him come in there.
When
Yeah.
you'll hire Will Wade back, he'll do anything.
And look what he just did, guys.
Anything.
He went over to Europe and got a bunch of G League,
Yeah.
semi league. Some of them been drafted by the NBA. They're all 22, 23, 20. One of them's 25.
Yeah.
You can't allow this to happen.
If they're playing in the rules, and they don't have.
Well,
the
no,
rules.
no. Some of these people were drafted. How's that within the rules? They were NBA drafted 3-4 years
Y'all
ago.
got on to me. Said
Alabama
had-
threw one out
had-
there last year against us.
Really?
Yeah.
For a game or two, they ruled him ineligible. But if they rule Wade ineligible, his team's ineligible because they're all pros. There's no high school kids. He isn't recruiting any high school kids. It's all G
That's
leaders
getting the way
Yeah.
it's going to be.
pros.
It's crazy.
Coming back into the NCAA, they
Yes.
can do that.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't even got any rules now. It's
There's no
over.
rules.
They're college
There's no rules.
sports are
Come
it's
on
just
back.
ruined. What is the NFL going to start letting kids come back to college? Then what are we going to do that? We're not going to do that.
Probably
I
won't.
don't say that.
But the college.
If
the
there's a
college
dollar
kids,
in it, they'll do
the
it.
College kids aren't going to leave until they can't leave.
There needs to be an age
They're
requirement.
making-
too.
Yeah, they'll
making
stay
more
20
money.
years.
They're making more
You're
money.
25. You can't go back and play college.
Yeah, there should be an age requirement.
We got an age limit the other way where you can't go up to your 21 or whatever. But the way it looks to me, you can play at 26, 27.
In the college game, in football now, if you're not a first-round draft pick, you choose to go pro, you're losing money.
Yeah.
There's some guy in junior college that's like 59 years old. That's on
Right.
the thing.
I saw
Do y'all
that, yeah.
see that? Especially
Probably
on
had
that.
to
I
be
still have a
military.
chance, don't I?
Huh?
I still
Had to
have
be
a
something
chance.
with the military.
Somebody
work
does.
hard.
Yeah. Well,
I'd
we'll
say
talk-
he was in the military.
I don't know,
I'd say
but
it
he
had
was
something to do with
like the truck driver
being
or
in the
something.
military.
I saw that
He,
guy, yeah.
he got in shape. He was in
And
shape.
he looked 59
yeah,
too, didn't
yeah, yeah. He looked 59. He didn't look like he was like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's so.
All right, what else?
All right, what we got, Bill?
Super Bowl's coming to Nashville, 30-30.
Yes,
Jason
sir.
said we didn't mention
How
that.
much are the tickets?
A gazillion dollars.
Hey, you got that right. You had to say house, so go watch the Super Bowl.
2030. Here, check us out. So, revenue expected to bring in 200 million up to $1 billion to Nashville area.
I may rent my house out here in Bell Buckle.
That's
That's a big gap, 200 million to 1 billion, but it's going to be a lot of money.
yeah. Well,
No matter how
there's
you
going
shake
to be
it.
some money brought in, but here's
Yeah.
the thing: it's cost taxpayers $2.1 billion in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, I saw where about a quarter of the about a quarter of it of the cost this would pay for it. About a quarter of
Well, if that's what it brings in,
it. Yeah.
that's not how much it's going to hit the bottom line. That's just how much
Yeah.
it's going to bring in. I mean, if you're a retail business and you're selling a product for let's say $100, they're counting that as
Yeah,
bringing
they're
in to
counting it in
Nashville,
Yeah.
even though the profit on it is probably $20.
Yeah.
So they might bring that much money in, but the actual money made that goes to the bottom line to taxes is going to be minute.
How
so
long we got?
it's going to take an
2030.
I may be may need to take some of my surplus buses and do some redoing of them for Bedford County to, get some buses to go down Broadway. What do you think?
Nashville will be a fun place, though. I mean, there'll be a lot of people.
Oh, they
There
handle the draft
will be
well,
a
800,000.
lot of, and that's the draft and the way they did the draft.
It's going to be
is
fun
what
for
got
some
this.
people.
I guarantee you.
It's
It helped.
what got
It helped,
this.
didn't it?
But here's the problem. Where are you going to park?
You're going to park across the river and then pay
Oh, no.
to
Yeah,
come
no,
across.
you ain't
I
gonna
think
park
you may be
across the
parking
river.
in Antioch.
You might
And-
be.
You may be
and-
parking in Goodlettsville.
And they will be
Yeah.
busing on
And
They'll
they'll
be,
be busing
and
you
it'll
in.
be costing you $50
And
a
it's
trip.
hey,
Oh, maybe
and it's-
100,
and-
200.
Yeah.
and it's not going to be any different than going to a Titans game because they're going to be doing the Titans game.
The
Something-
same
That's
way.
what
There's
we're
not gonna
talking
be-
about.
There's not
I mean,
going to
it's
be any
going to be a
parking.
Titans game. I
There's
mean, that's
not
what.
going to be any parking.
No
Tailgating's
tailgating's over. The NFL thinks that all this stuff that they're doing modernizing right now, they're taking the ordinary guy out of it.
But I don't
It's just a
think
corporate world now.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
all
think-
about corporations.
I don't think
Yeah.
the NFL had anything to do with the Titans redoing their stadium, but the Titans redoing their stadium is to get the basketball, to get concerts and all that kind of stuff for.
But I
for
guarantee
this big
you,
money.
the NFL had input in it, and they had to give approval to it before
Well,
the Titans could build it.
all of anytime you do,
But it's all
like that,
sports has turned into nothing like what you just said a minute ago. But corporations entertaining their high dollar clients now. That's
See,
what it's all about.
Chicago is in one of those deals right
The
now.
four of
too.
us couldn't afford to go.
Me
much
and
longer.
Bill's trying to figure out how to Twitter it up so we can watch it, and you got to pay out the yin yang to do that.
Right.
You know, Netflix is going to be streaming some.
You got to have
games.
4 different streaming services.
Yeah,
to watch a game.
12. 12.
No, it's ridiculous.
It's more and more and more. So the point you get you an antenna and get your free TV. You might see one game a week now. I mean, it's going to be diluted out to where the networks are going to be like you got to stream on their networks. You got to go to Paramount.
Hopefully, we're old enough that we're not going to see this, but our kids, you want to watch the Titans, you're going to pay $6.99 to watch the game. You want to see the command skins, it's going to be paid per
It's
view.
going to be more than $6.99.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
It
right
would
now.
No, it ain't going to be no $6.99. It'll be like half the price of a ticket, probably.
Well, I mean,
But when you buy the NFL ticket, let's say you spend the $400 or $500. Well, this one's blacked out. This one's blacked.
I know.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute. You said I got every game.
You
I
ain't
don't.
got every game.
that's a fact. Now that's
I'm not getting every game. And I buy that. I should get every game.
Every
Yeah.
goal.
Just like it says.
Yeah.
And I think what they will wind up
Oh,
doing.
we got our monitor about to fall over there.
Move again.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
It'll
right.
be all right.
It'll be
It's
all right. If it
Hey,
falls down,
if
we'll pick it
anybody's
up.
got an extra 4 foot long, 3 foot long, 2 by 12 board,
That's actually 46 inches long, but that's
46
nobody's
inches.
counting.
So 4,
4
4
foot by 2 by 12. We could use it and
We're poor over here. We
we're
can't
poor
afford
over
it.
here.
Yeah,
But again, if we use it, David,
Yeah.
it won't be until next year because I believe in this.
This is our last show
This is
for
our
this year.
last show.
This is our
Farewell.
wrap up for.
Dadgummit.
I mean, everything's over today. It ends.
You know, the good news is when we come back,
What's that?
it's time for football with a real football on a real football field.
And
And-
you know
and-
what? And it won't be but 2 months, 8 weeks.
Oh, it won't be long.
It won't be 8 weeks because
Yeah.
we're
Be less than that.
almost in
Yeah.
June.
Well, at the end of July, we're right back at it. So we'll
Yeah.
get a 2-month break.
Yeah.
But guys, that's my most exciting time of the year because it's the purest form of football you can see.
Mhm.
High school
Right.
football.
Mhm.
As the kids are out there playing now, most of the kids are out there playing because they
Right.
love the game.
Right.
And I'm sad to say that it's creeping into high school football too. The
It
money
is.
and
It
it's
is.
scary. I don't like it, guys.
It is.
I'm sorry. I've been fussing about this
And
for
we
the
got
last
the
5 years. But
we got the one-time transfer now in high school, so there it's trickling. And
yeah,
you're either going to be on the good end of it or the bad end of it, but you're going to be on one of the ends.
Yeah.
but you get to see kids that are out there that are in the classroom. Then they
Mhm.
come out after they get out of the classroom. They suit it up and they go play football on a football field with
That's
real
real
football.
football.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's real football.
Yep.
So
David had asked me something though, and you remember he asked me Carnell Tate for the Titans had signed that huge deal.
Yeah.
Why they
Yeah,
paid so much money. There's why. There's how it's bracketed. First pick's guaranteed $57 million.
okay.
54, 53, 51, 1-3. It's all
So
slotted.
it's just automatic schedule. For
Yeah,
them.
it is now.
Now,
in the
it's just
NFL,
pretty
yeah.
much you don't even have to work it out anymore. There it
The
is.
NFL has
57
just come
million.
out with that.
You're getting a 4-year, $51 million deal.
And last year the big deal was why these kids weren't
51.
signing they weren't signing because of the guarantee. It wasn't guaranteed.
Is this guaranteed now?
Now, well,
Most
it's
of the
not
big ones
guaranteed.
were.
It tells them that's what it is, but their agents are putting it in there that they're wanting this money to be guaranteed.
If they get
51
it guaranteed, they don't have to play it down.
Hey, 51 million, you can get the big bag. The
Yeah,
The
$3
big bag, yeah, exactly. All right.
But that's
Poor
just
man
how
has
much
to buy
this
the
is
99
going
cent
to-
bag.
But on the other side of that, this is the cheapest way of doing it.
Right.
Because when they sign them second contracts,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
this is the cheapest way of, and I don't know how far, Bill, does that go? Does that go all the way to 273 picks? And that what it was?
Yeah, but it's the first round's what I've got.
It's just first
Goes
round.
from 57 million at the end of the first round, where the other Titans pick is at $17 million. So you see that it starts to drop.
Yeah.
Exponentially, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of news we got in the NFL this week, guys? I hadn't heard a whole
Aaron
lot going.
Rodgers.
Yeah, he's
Aaron
coming back
Rodgers.
his last year.
It's going to be his last year.
That's what he says.
It is going to be his last. This will
That's
be
what he
his
said.
last
Philly
year.
wants to get back in the
This
spotlight.
is
Yeah,
big,
exactly.
full circle.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better than to hear that
And then-
today than it is in August.
and then,
waiting here in August.
We talked about Simpson going to the Rams, but the Rams just gave what's their quarterback? He just got
Stafford.
Stafford, a big old contract,
55 million,
Yeah.
$55 million
Extension.
extension for 1 year, $55 million.
Yeah, well, Simpson ain't going to be
When-
starting anyway.
And they knew that.
Yeah.
But they did say with the Stafford's this signing puts him over 500 million in his NFL career.
The other big news in the NFL was Rashee Rice, the
Yeah.
wide
Right,
receiver
yeah.
for the going to
That's-
jail because he couldn't.
We were trying
Probably.
to be
How much
positive.
trouble can one guy get in?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just can't stop himself, can he?
You get,
And he tore his
He needs
knee
a
up
handler.
again, and he had knee surgery the day before he went to jail. So how's he gonna
there's
rehab in jail?
There's no rehab in there.
No. As a matter of fact, he might get injured again.
And now he's
In
got all the
jail.
civil
That's
cases
bad.
coming up on this one too,
Yeah.
plus the criminal thing because he violated his
He
probation.
needs a
could come back
full-time
on.
handler, don't he? Just
Yeah, he
someone to
does.
walk around
I
with
mean,
him.
it's bad. It's bad. And Parker, this is Parker. It goes back to the state of college football. When you can be here and go here
Yeah.
and go to there, and you can't stay at a place where somebody's going to instill that discipline
Right,
in you,
yeah.
because if you get mad,
Just
you're
run
going to
off.
leave,
off,
and they're
yeah.
going to promise you this, and you go there, and they promise you this. and you
Everyone's
have to-
entitled.
Yeah.
They're all
Yes.
entitled.
Yeah.
And then, but once you get to the NFL, and the rules are set down, and you can't finagle your way out of them,
Right.
But I tell you where the kids that do go and stay somewhere and,
You don't
and
hear about
commit, no, but I tell you what, it does help them. It helps them right now if they're an undrafted free agent, just like Gary
Mhm.
Smith III. I've been watching all the OTAs that's going on out there. By the way, Gerard McCoy is showing out in the OTAs. Just UT. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. He has got a legitimate shot because he don't feel entitled, because he's going to work his hind end off. And there's some other kids out there working their hind end off
don't
to make
disagree
the
with that.
roster.
Sure.
And after Cutcliffe left Duke and he transferred to UCLA, he had basically 4 years there. And he had that stability out there. And the other kids are doing the same thing because they're not the prima donnas that
But
they are in the headlines.
Right.
You know
okay?
why he had that? Because of the way his dad
Yeah.
raised him
And his
here,
mama.
and his mother,
Yeah.
the way he was raised.
Yeah.
And that goes probably back to this same case here.
Yep.
Of how he was raised,
Exactly.
how his
The
foundation,
culture.
how his foundation
Yep.
was set early in life.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this Rashee Rice deal is this: there's a chance AJ Brown maybe goes to the Chiefs now and not the Patriots.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Now, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes maybe control AJ Brown a little more so than
No.
a May and Vrabel could. I
No,
don't know.
ain't nobody control him. I mean, he's his own person. Anybody that does what he does, he's another one of these.
He's never going to be happy with winning.
No.
It's about
Terrell
him.
Owens.
It's not about winning.
And
Terrell
and
Owens,
he's
Chad Johnson, all these.
And the thing about it is,
receivers.
with
Yeah.
the contracts, they got plenty of money.
Yep.
They should have plenty of money if they know how to find. If they know how to.
I personally think Jalen Hurts is going to look a whole lot better as a quarterback
Without
the minute
him.
AJ Brown's out of that
Yeah.
building.
Well,
I
did
think
you,
he's gonna
you
look a
know
whole lot
last
better.
year Devontae Smith had more receiving yards than AJ Brown by 1 yard.
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't ever see him pounding his chest all
No.
the time.
Right.
And I think it's the biceps.
Yeah.
Okay, you got all these big receivers with the big biceps, Terrell Owens,
Right.
AJ, all these big guys.
Yeah.
The only one that I didn't see end up like him was Megatron, Calvin Johnson. He went out.
Brown got upset every time that Devonta was targeted more than him every game.
Oh, yeah.
Read the book or Powell.
Well, who does that sound like? Sounds like Terrell
Terrell
Owens.
Owens.
Sounds just like
And did y'all see that?
Chad
Did y'all see he's
Ochocinco,
broke?
or
Basically,
whatever his
they're near
name
homeless.
is.
Terrell Owens is broke. He went through all that money.
Yeah.
Living on the street pretty much.
You know, he was trying to play arena ball last year.
Yeah, he was trying to 48
Yeah.
or 9 years
That's
old.
what
Yeah,
Sad.
and the next thing you
Sad.
know, he's up in a wrestling ring, body slamming
Sad.
Ric Flair, trying to make some money.
Sad.
Oh, it is sad, but that goes back to what you were saying earlier. It's culture and how they're brought up,
Right.
and it's sad.
Yep.
Well, guys, it's probably time for us to wrap up. It's
You
gonna
know
be
what?
We got to go get to watch that
It's
softball.
20
game.
minutes.
get some more
It's
popcorn,
20
too.
minutes till 10.
Yeah.
And I'd almost say people will be.
I think
pulling
10:30.
in.
They said they're opening the gates. I think I saw it.
It won't be long, and you better get there.
Yeah, you better, 'cause I
I
get
look,
started
I look
full.
for it, and I.
Yeah.
Good
Go
luck.
get you some popcorn too.
Yep.
Good
Absolutely.
luck. Good luck to the Bike Queens. I hope they.
Yep.
I hope they
Get that first
have an
state championship.
opportunity to pull it out. And I know if they play like that, I've seen them play.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for following us this season. We
this
appreciate
season.
it.
Yep.
We'll be back late July, early August, but go to our Bedford County Sports Facebook page, and we will keep you up to date on our upcoming schedules. And also we'll give a report on this game and anything else that's pertinent to Bedford County Sports. We will post it there on Bedford County Sports on the YouTube channel. I mean, on the Facebook channel. So guys, it's been fun this year.
It has been.
It went
fun.
by fast, guys. It seems like we just started.
Yep. I agree.
The football season, then basketball season, and then baseball season. They were all just little blinks.
And all of them successful.
Yep.
It's
been a fun year.
We had
Yeah.
a very successful
Across
year,
the board. We
across
got
the
good.
board.
Yeah.
All schools, very successful.
Yeah.
Athletic season.
And again, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Piggly Wiggly, best popcorn on the planet,
Yep.
best meat department on the planet, unique grocery store, guys.
Unique
We need to
grocery,
we need to go out there.
Old school
Everybody,
throwback grocery store.
locally owned.
Locally owned,
They,
not corporate.
they support your local sports teams.
Yes, sir.
They do, and that's who we need to be supporting.
I agree.
Also, we want to thank First Bank and David McGee down there and his gang. Thank you guys for being a sponsor, and of course, another local-owned business
Kincaid.
Service
Company.
where service is their middle name. We appreciate these three sponsors for this year,
and support our local athletes.
yes, they
All
absolutely
three.
do. All
Not
three.
only do they support this program, they
Yeah.
support all the local.
All
athletic
three of
programs
these, you will
Yes.
look up and you will see their name at every school.
at every school.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. We appreciate
Have
your
a great
support.
summer.
Have a
good
great summer. We'll
Yeah.
see you back as football season gets ready to crank up.
Eat that
See you
salmon.
later.
All right.